everyone. Thank you for listening to Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips, your podcast channel for effective communication skills. And I'm your host, Sarika Singh. On this podcast, I talk to you about becoming an effective communicator, be it in branding communications, how to pitch to clients, creative writing skills, how to speak, when to speak, tips to avoid and handle those goof-ups, how to break the ice and start conversations, and everything else that walks through my mind. This episode begins. Do you know there was a hormone at work when your mom was giving you birth? When she started labor by causing those contractions in the uterus muscles? Do you know what is the name of that hormone? Bang on! Oxytocin! Made in the brain, this hormone is stored and released into the bloodstream by the pituitary gland. Hello, hi, sorry, no. This is not a science lesson. And I'm not wandering off, don't you worry. Oxytocin, I hear that, is also a superstar love chemical. It makes you feel warm. It makes you feel lovely inside. Let's understand how to use this love chemical to create your star moment, something they'll always remember. A star moment for your audience created especially by you using oxytocin. So when you're putting together a presentation, your aim in life is to harness the oxytocin magic. You want to make everyone feel with you, by you, for you, connected with you and trusting you. So how do you do this? First things first, stay the human that you are. Remember, you're full of faults. You have the flaws. You're forever doing mistakes, just like everyone else. Don't be that polished self. So you need to share a bit of your vulnerability. Believe you me, nobody wants to hear you if you're going to blow your own horn. That's not what they signed up for. They don't want to know how good you are. So don't even try it. Instead, ditch the bragging and spill the beans about a time when you stumbled and when you picked yourself back up. People dig relatable stories. So give them that personal touch. Next up, show some love to your audience. Put yourself in their shoes and let them know you get how they feel. It's like forming a connection bridge, Let them see that you understand their pains, their pet peeves, their struggles, their worries. But to create that star moment, the trick doesn't end here. Remember, empathy is the secret sauce. Without it, your presentation is like a phone without a signal, only more useless. It just won't connect, right? So you have to bring in the passion part. Prove that you're not just talking the talk, but you're also walking the talk. Share your deep-rooted love for the topic you're presenting. Let your enthusiasm shine through. Let them know you're on the same page with whatever cause or issue tugs at their heartstrings. So let those oxytocin vibes flow. And watch the magic. Watch your audience vibe right back. So come on, create that star moment for your audience. Empathize with them. Make them feel loved. Make them love what you're talking about. And make them connect with you. 3 cheers to talks that hit you in the core. Do you remember the good feeling you get after pleasant experiences? If you've eaten some nice food, if you've gone for a holiday, if you won a lottery, or just getting that promotion. These are great, right? Of course, you can be happy after drinking alcohol, using illegal drugs, but that's something you need to stay away from. And that's an undisputable truth. So when you're happy, what's really going on in your body? Yes, your brain is releasing a hormone, a happy hormone, which is, yes, you've got it right, Dopamine, the neurotransmitter that started off as a media favorite with fashion and interior designers its biggest fans. It is now a worry for people anxious about addiction. And guess what? It's the thrill seeker, which is actually the secret sauce of amazing storytellers. We can all be masters of this game, but it's the reason we are pulling all-nighters, binge-watching those awesome box sets. After all, who can resist the excitement of wondering what's coming next, right? Now let's get into the task at hand. We are wanting to create star moments for our audiences and plant in their heads something they'll always remember. You sure you want to keep your audience at the edge of their seats throughout your presentation? Well, first up, toss in a sprinkle of anticipation. That builds curiosity. Make sure you ask a trick question early on in the presentation, early on in your talk, and then bam! Keep them on their toes. To look out for the answer and hit them with the answer much later. It's like setting the stage for the ultimate revelation. Another interesting way to crank up the excitement can come with a dash of jeopardy. Throw in a conflict, a struggle, something bothersome, something which is really troubling them. And then swoop in with that oh so satisfying resolution. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. And who doesn't love a good ride? How can we forget the big reveal, a move straight from the Steve Jobs playbook? He would always give a solution to all those things, all the problems. Remember? 1,000 songs in that tiny iPod. What a solution! What a revelation! Keep your audiences hanging, build up that anticipation, and then boom! Hit them with a mind-blowing twist. Cue the gasps and cue the applause. So ask yourself, how can I sprinkle in some anticipation? How can I crank up the jeopardy? Where and how can I drop a bombshell twist to keep my audience totally hooked? Let the dopamine party begin and you'll have them cheering for more and more throughout your talk or your presentation. Do the drama and create your star moment. Remember the angel's cocktail that we talked about? We're done with oxytocin. We're done with dopamine. So who's left? Which one? Which one? Oh yes, endorphins. And why would you want to leave them behind? You're dying to create a star moment in your speech, in your presentation. And you're ready to ride the endorphin wave. When those endorphin bad boys flood your brain, believe you me, you're in for a treat. Relaxed vibes, laser sharp focus, and a burst of creativity. Now, how do you unlock this magic? How do you create that star moment using endorphins? It's easy, not so difficult. You just have to make your audience happy. You've got to make them smile. You've got to make them laugh. So what you need to do is inject some humor in your presentation, in your talk. Yeah, even if your topic is as serious as a heart attack, a good laugh is everyone's secret weapon. Of course, a little caution is in order. No one wants their audience squirming and turning beet red. So fear not, a dash of gentle humor, is your golden ticket. Throwing in an amusing anecdote that hits home after a little road testing will spice up your slides. So use those playful images, use those funny quotes, use that occasional cartoon, and believe you me, you will have instant light-hearted vibes guaranteed. Humor is not just for laughs. You are also trying to build empathy. And humor, turns out, is your secret weapon to build that sweet empathy. So let's get down to business of creating that star moment, something they'll always remember. Ask yourself, how can I sprinkle some humor? How can I make those faces in the crowd crack a smile? How can I create an atmosphere so chill that they'll go home with a smile, even if the topic had nothing to smile about? Did the mosquito problem that Bill Gates was talking about, was it something to smile about? But the drama he created amused people. So it's time to turn your presentation into a legitimate love factory. Become the star of your own show. Get yourself a star moment, because let's face it, a memory that hits you in the heels is the one that sticks. Get ready to rule the memory game. Whether you're dropping a surprise bomb, whether you're cracking a joke that lands, whether you're hitting them with a mind-blowing statistic, you're on the right track. It's all about stirring up those emotions. The stronger, the better. Attach a killer story to that big idea. And you've got yourself a memory that's not just powerful, it's downright unforgettable. It's not just about the presentation, it's about making that idea stick long after the spotlight's off. We have a built-in radar for things that stand out. It's like a survival instinct for us humans, and we can't help but pay attention to it. I read this awesome book by Chip and Dan Heath. It's called Make It Stick. This book hit the nail on its head because it talks about why we are wired to react when something stands out. Have a look. Don't forget to share when you do create a star moment for yourself. I'd love to hear from you. So drop me a message on my Insta handle, communication_coaching, or email me at info@sarikasingh.in, or simply write in the comments right here. Thank you, rock stars. Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today. Imagine you're at a party. You're enjoying the limelight, you're the center of attention, all eyes are on you. You're cruising through it beautifully. You're confident, you're glowing, you're loving it. And suddenly, bam! Some green-eyed monster, someone jealous of you, yells out a well-planned comment. Everyone hears that comment, you hear it too. And this derails you. You hit a snag. One little interruption has the power to throw you off your game. What do? Or should I say, can you do something? Of course you can. And today I'll show you some smart tips to keep you on track and slay that dragon. Sumedha from Jaipur wrote, I was giving a talk and my colleague, he interrupted me. I forgot all that I had to say and my whole talk went downhill. Madhav had something similar. I was the best man at my best friend's wedding. I was speaking really well, I had everyone's attention, and suddenly this guy in the crowd, he cracked a well-timed joke. He stole my show. Does that happen to you? Because this has happened with Tarini, who had a disaster in her last interview. Just when she set up her PPT, the power went off. So interruptions can come in all shapes and sizes, and most of the time, we can't even avoid them. It happens, right? Life happens. But what you can do is handle them, and handle them well. This episode of your favorite communication skills podcast is about all this and much more. There can be so many types of interruptions that can overpower you or make you look silly or unprepared. So today, we'll talk about some of those common interruptions, technical, emotional, human, all types. And I'll show you how to handle them while staying on track and proving that you are that smart and effective communicator that you truly are. So, there, you have it, a survival guide for interruptions when you speak. Just remember, no matter what curveballs get thrown your way, you're the star of the show, and it's time to kick those interruptions in the back. Let's dive in.